What's up?
Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. So we are doing something super special today that I have always wanted to do in Bali, but we are running a little bit late, so we will see you in there. Step number 1 is releasing your inner Picasso and drawing out the design that you want for your jewelry. So you have 5 grams worth of silver, and you get about 15 minutes to go online. You get given some paper and some pencils, and you just get let loose and draw what you would like. And then you take it over to the staff and they discuss with you whether that's possible with 5 grams of silver.
So the next step is using this very interesting machine where you essentially melt down the silver you're going to use. It's all manual, so you pump it with your foot, which is quite interesting and actually quite a bit of hard work.
It's so hard.
If I'm being completely honest.
Yeah. But very safe.
It is safe. So they actually use petrol instead of gas, and yeah, this is really interesting. I suppose it's more of a traditional technique to melt down silver. So after you've melted it down, you pour it into this mold to make the flattened version of the ring shape.
It gives Lord of the Ring vibes, like how they melt down all the molten metal and make swords, kind of.
Like a blacksmith.
Yeah, release your inner blacksmith. Step number 3 is you get to smash it. So you get to take out all your rage against any of your enemies on this metal. So you essentially are smashing it down with a mallet to form kind of the start of the ring. So a square, rectangle-y style shape.
So once it's flattened a little bit, you actually run it through this very interesting machine, which is essentially like a pasta maker, I suppose. This will flatten it even more. And once it goes through here, you can really see the ring starting to be a bit more developed.
Step number 5 is where things got harder than I was expecting. You get to practice. So you get given a practice bit of metal, you draw out in pencil what you want your design to be, and then you scratch it into the metal, and then you get given a bunch of tools to practice stamping your design into the metal. Now, I don't know what I was expecting. I've never made jewelry before, but this was hard, man. It took us like over an hour.
It's a very tedious part of the job, might I say. So once you're done with a lot of practice, the real time comes to actually do it on your piece of jewelry you're making. In this process, we took a lot more time and we had kind of got the gist of it down.
I swear I blinked and my strip of metal was turned into a ring, but the next step is the staff will go and mold it for you into your final ring shape.
Next comes washing all the gunk off the piece of jewelry that you're making, so it will go into this kind of soap wash, which is actually soap nut, which is quite interesting. It comes from a tree, I believe, and at this point you can actually see your piece of jewelry starting to shine a bit more.
Yeah, just quickly, an interesting fact I learned about the soap nut. I was talking to one of the staff members about it, and apparently people like his grandmother used to actually use the soap nuts as soap for their bodies. Okay, so the next step is sanding and polishing. You don't actually do this yourself, the staff do, because the jewelry can get quite hot. And you could burn yourself, but obviously the staff are used to handling them, so they do it all for you. But essentially they just run the jewelry over a sanding machine and sand the inside and the outside, and then run it over a polisher to get it from the rough kind of metal into a beautiful shiny piece of jewelry.
Then you do one more final wash just to get, I suppose, the polish and other little bits off it, and then you're done. I'm glad we did it. It was fun.
100%. So the moment you've probably all been waiting for, how much did it cost? First of all, I'll tell you if you subscribe. Beautiful. So it cost 30 AUD or 300,000 rupiah per person. That gets you the first 5 grams of silver. Any excess of that is charged out at 70,000 or 7 AUD per gram. So you can communicate with the staff that you do not want to go over the 5 grams and make that very, very clear. Or if you want to go over and make some bigger jewelry, that's entirely fine as well. I highly, highly recommend it. This was one of the most unique things I think we've done in a really long time, right?
Absolutely. I would do it again with a lot more thought put into what I want to make, and I would practice a lot more. But you know, we were here for like 3, almost 4 hours.
But a lot of fun. Something I definitely recommend doing if you're in Ubud, or it's even worth the trip if you're just in Bali. Travel out to Ubud for a day trip and come and check these guys out. But that sums up this video, guys. Don't forget to give it a like. Leave a comment down below if you have done this, or if you would do this, what sort of jewellery would you make? But otherwise, we will see you guys next Friday.
Next Friday. Stay tuned.
Peace. Oh wait, here's my jewellery. Here's my one. So I just did a plain ring, and it's got Bali 2023. This is Ryan's real cool one. So he went for a more like rough, matte, kind of edgy look, and then he also stamped Bali 2023 on the inside. Really quickly, don't laugh at this pendant, okay? Because I tried really hard. On one side of it, I wanted it to have like an old English style R, and then on the other side, I wanted 2022 in Roman numerals because that's the year we got engaged. I'll show you the Roman numerals first because they're the not fail one. So it's MMXXII if you can't tell, but then, this is so embarrassing. That's my attempt at a old English style R. But that's okay. Thanks for watching this week's video, guys. We will see you in the next one.